gear, baby. Espresso in gear. All right, good morning, guys. Jeff Beggins, morning drive, heading in drive attire. All right, here is what's going on in this brain right now. And there's a lot going on because we just got back from Century 21 Global Conference 121, the RGX exchange with all of Realogy brands, which really gave me a pretty interesting takeaway, which I think is different than most people's takeaway from those few days together. And here's what the takeaway is. If you are relying on the buyer side of this industry to fuel your lifestyle and fund it, you're in deep trouble. Let me paint a picture for you. This is Tony Rita.
Hi.
Tony is pre-approved for $600,000, $650,000. His lease is up. He has to move. He's narrowed it down to 4 houses, and he has time this afternoon. He is golden as can be from a credit perspective. He's got the money. He's ready to go. How many of you want to work with Tony? Here's my question. How many of you will pay me a 20% referral fee for Tony? Okay. How many of you pay me 30? Who will pay me 40? Who's going to split it with me? Who will take 40% and give me 60? He's buying tonight, $650,000 bucks. Right? Who?
There will be some agent that will take Tony.
30. I'll give you a 30% referral fee. Do you want them? Right? I'll give you 25%. Will you take it? Right? I'll give you 10%. Hey Joe, I'll give you 150 bucks. I will give somebody 250 bucks to show him 3 houses tonight. He's going to buy one of them. How many of you would do that? You probably would do it.
So
okay.
would you get?
All right. So what did I just? What was the illustration right there?
That will do anything for it.
Okay. So that's a total microcosm of the real estate industry. Because here's what's going on in this business. The buyer has this allure of just gold, right? Oh my gosh, I've got a buyer. So do 20 other people have the exact same buyer. And I don't think the industry is totally waking up to the fact of what the problem with that really is. So this buyer is coming in touch with a lot of you, and all of you are buying it, right? So somebody clicked on Trulia, wanted more information. Somebody clicked on Zillow. Somebody went through USAA. Somebody went through their credit union. Somebody went through Redfin. Somebody went through an open house. Somebody went through, it's the same damn guy. There was a 30%, a 35, a 40, a 50, down to 250 bucks. And I get to keep the rest, right? So the buyer side of this industry is dead because there's always somebody who will take it. Somebody will say, I'll take that for free. Why in the world would you take that buyer for free? Because it's not for free. And business minds know that because the lifetime value of that asset is about $130,000. There's millions of real estate agents, and there's 5.4 million home sales. So this is naturally the way it's going to be. So if you are trying to build your business on the buyer side, you're dead. Dead. Fast forward this a couple years, I bet you the $250 or free. How many of you would take Tony for free? Would somebody show Tony a house to do a deal for free?
Somebody.
Why would somebody do that?
I would, because you're selling a house, and I want the other possible, the other side.
There you go. And the lifetime value of Tony is $130,000 bucks because I now get Tony's family, Tony's friends, Tony's coworkers. This $0.
I would do it.
Right? Sold.
For what you've taught me.
Yes. Right? And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do because there's an asset to this. This is an asset. So is it to that point yet? Nope. Will it be there? I think so. And if you're relying on the buyer side of this business as your lead flow to go do this, you're at the absolute mercy of whoever's flowing those leads. How are you in control of your own business if you're totally controlled by whoever's controlling the lead flow? Deep trouble, right? So the only business left in this industry is the seller-focused side. The only business left in this industry is the seller focus side. That's the only thing you can control. Now, here's my challenge to you. Really look inside and realize that if you had to go on a listing presentation in 2 hours on $1 million listing, I don't care, it's $500,000 or $250,000, doesn't matter. You're going on a listing presentation in 2 hours, and we're going to follow you, and we're going to live broadcast that listing presentation. How good is it going to be? How proud would you be to have everybody in the world you know watch how you present. Watch what you offer. Watch how you represent what you offer. Watch how you connect with the other people. Watch how you understand the psychology of the people that you're dealing with. How do you discuss with the seller how you deal with buyers? How do you know how to connect with the buyers that make an inquiry on their largest financial asset in their life? How trained are you on knowing whether they're DISC personalities? Do you have any clue whether they're visual, auditory, kinesthetic? Do you have any idea how you're communicating with them? Do you have any idea how to really connect that bond, right? It's not about, I'm gonna put your damn house on the MLS, guys. Stop it, right? That's a total given. The issue is, what are you going to do to bring value to me as a seller? And if you can't rattle off a whole bunch of stuff, you're dead too. And our job has to change. You have to change the pitch. So when you're in that living room, you say, look, I'm a different breed. I'm a completely different animal than anybody you've ever experienced before in the real estate industry. I'm not an agent, right? I don't list homes, right? I'm actually really good at positioning, strategic representation, negotiation, and I'm a badass in putting as much, every penny the market will bear in your pocket. That's what I am. Would you like to hear more? Okay? This business is only seller side now. That's it. Joe Bolo Real Estate, Aardvark Real Estate, Seagull Realty, you're in deep trouble, because I just came back from RGX Exchange, 121 Century 21 conference. The arsenal that I have, you have, a lot of you watching this have, is sick, right? The challenge is you don't tell anybody about it. So those of us who actually say, oh, by the way, seller, when you hire me, hire us to get your property sold, you're not just hiring me. You're getting my brokerage, you're getting their experience. In our case, we've got 55,000 sales, $12 billion in sales, 40 years of experience, and that's just with our brokerage, right? Then you've got Century 21, which is the largest real estate company in the freaking world, 90 countries, 127,000 sales professionals, right? Then you're backed by a Realogy, who's the biggest powerhouse in the planet in the real estate industry, that has every tool imaginable behind it, selling a house every 7 seconds, right? With the home partners and the social ad engines and the YouTube video and the global translation, the currents, all of this stuff, plus agency, plus relationships, plus the fact that I am a badass ninja Jedi master negotiator that will rip the throat and the heart out of my competitor to get every penny I can out of the marketplace and shove it in your pocket, right? That's what I'm talking about. And if you can't portray that image and that actually and deliver that level of service, you're going to be in deep trouble, because somebody in your market is, and it better be you, if you're planning to stay serious in this business and realize the only thing left is the seller side. Because if you don't walk into a living room with this mentality, of course you have to connect with DISC, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, and mirror and match and all that stuff too. I'm doing this for illustration purposes, but you have to come up and say, Tara, there's a difference. Let me interview for the job. If you like it, hire me. If you don't, bye, right? And no, I don't do it for 4%, because let's talk about what it is. If Joe from Seagull Real Estate told you he'd do it for 4%, let me see his it, right? Take it if you want to. Here's my it. My it's better than his it, and here's why. If you see the value, hire me. If you don't, bye. That's my message to you right now. Sharpen up, guys. This is selling season coming right now. It's time for listing, listing, listing. And it's time to drop that word out of your vocabulary. It's time for marketing, 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 representation, 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 and ass-kicking service. That's what's going to make the difference, guys. So sharpen up your skills. Let us know what we can do to help in any way. And thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day.